Great seeing you here again in this new video of our course Masterclass in Project Management. This is the last learning video of lesson 9 where we're talking about resources. And in this video I will talk about what happens when we add resources, and we will define the crash point. The crash point basically is a concept where we will see that from a certain moment, adding more resources will not reduce the duration anymore. We look at some effects of adding resources to activities. We have a first example when we look at the resources duration curve and the crash point. And then we have a second example, which is a little bit different from the first one. The first thing I want to talk about is the effect, or are the effects of adding resources to activities. When we consider resource-driven activities, the duration will be reduced when we add more and more resources. It is very important to understand that as long as the people can work next to each other without influencing each other, the duration reduction is proportional, which means linear. But once the resources disturb each other, the proportionality is lost, efficiency is reduced, and in certain cases, the duration may even increase. Let's consider this in a first example. Here we have a curve, the number of resources, the people, and the time to complete the activity. We see this line and we see that there is a minimum, and that minimum is basically what we call the crash point. Once we surpass the crash point, we see that adding more resources leads to an increase of duration. We see a linear and a non-linear part, and to the left of the crash point, adding resources to the left of the crash point, we see that there is a decrease of the duration, while at the right-hand side, at the right of the crash point, we see that there is an increase of the duration. Here we have the case that when we have 4 or 5 people working on the activity, the duration is basically the same, which means there is no need to add a 5th person to the activity because it will not improve the duration. It will only add costs. So in this case, we strictly stay to the left of the crash point and we select 4 people to work on the activity. In the second example, we have a different situation. We see here that 4 people have a certain time to complete the activity, while 5 people at the right-hand side of the crash point, we see that the duration with 5 people is less. It means that we must decide, will we put 4 people on the activity or 5? And here we have to consider what are the elements that we are dealing with. First of all, adding a 5th person will reduce the duration. So that could be a very good point, even that our efficiency goes down. When we're looking at efficiency, when we're looking at cost, at 4 or 5 people, when we add 5 people, the cost to complete the activity will increase, but we will get the decrease of the duration, the time to complete the activity. So here we have to evaluate which is for us the best case. So that was it for the crash point. That's it for the video. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in our next videos. Bye bye.